Okay, guess that's as clear as they're going to get me. I've got some. There's a news story I found last night that is the impetus for me making this blog post. Or say video, blog, whatever it's called. For years, people who don't want homosexuals to be encouraged to act on the feelings that they feel, that we feel, should have been expressing concern that churches would be forced to perform homosexual marriages that they didn't want to do. And some people have said, no, that's crazy talk. You're crazy. No, that's never going to happen. Those idiots have been proven wrong. They were already proven wrong, but now they're even more proven wrong. I'll put links to the stories. In Idaho, a couple who has a... Let's see if I can find the name on these... Hitching Post. A couple who owns a wedding chapel named the Hitching Post is at risk of being fined $7,000 a week and put in jail for not performing homosexual weddings. This is an obvious violation of their First Amendment freedom of religion, of common decency. Common decency. I say common decency because that's what the vast majority of the enumerated rights in the Constitution are. It's common decency. You're a really bad person if you want a woman to not be able to choose whether an attempting rapist is dead or gets to beg for his life at the point of her being able to shoot him. You're a really indecent, bad person if you are for the rapist. And you're a really indecent, bad person if you can't let somebody just go about their life, live their religion, as long as it's not hurting you, as long as they're not saying that their religion means they don't have to pay taxes, or that their religion means they get to steal your dog for a sacrifice, or their religion doesn't say they must make war upon the unbelievers until the unbelievers pay a tax and feel subdued. As long as you're not doing those things, you should be allowed to do it, and you're a really indecent person if you are against somebody, want them punished for just living their life in a way that doesn't affect you. Now, I said it was already proven. Now, this wedding chapel, it is a wedding chapel. That's all it's for. It is a religious wedding ceremony, nothing else. It was already proven when a baker, a florist, and photographer in Oregon and New Mexico were fined for not taking money from homosexual people to do those services involved with a wedding. They were just living their beliefs. They were not going to the wedding and stopping anything. Their not doing it was not keeping a wedding cake from being there. And we were talking about Oregon, not current Oregon, not Oregon 300 years ago when there was maybe one baker and a handful of fur trappers. There could have been a wedding. The homosexual couples could have found wedding cakes and florists and photographers to do the things. And in New Jersey, there was I think it was Lutheran, but definitely a Protestant denomination-owned building that was renting out for weddings. It did not want to rent for homosexual weddings. This has been several years ago now. That was fined in order to act against their religious beliefs. I'm not a hypocrite on this matter. I would be a hypocrite if I said the cake maker should be allowed to not make a cake for a homosexual couple, but they better make one for me. Well, personally, I've been married a while, and I don't see me getting married anytime soon. I don't believe it's time for polygamy. Um, if the Lord's prophet tells us it's time tomorrow, I'll deal with that then. um, but on the principle, I if the wedding cake maker, or if the cake maker, or the photographer, or the florist believes what some people believe about my church. Look around on YouTube and the internet, and you'll find people calling us a satanic cult, hellbound. And if somebody thinks that about me, I do not want them to be forced to make a wedding cake for me, for my co-religionists' weddings. I want their right to be respected, even if it's me, my fellow co-religionists, who have to go shopping for a cake somewhere else. Thank you. Have a good day.